How you doing, Spud? How you doing, Spud?
What's good, man? My boy Mashed over here. My boy Taters.
What? It's the Kouch Potatoes,
You know
man.
what I'm
It's
saying?
lit out here.
Bow.
How y'all doing, man? We back.
Like
we here with
crack,
another,
man.
for sure.
Another episode.
Hold on. We back at it like a crack addict, fresh out of rehab. Feel me? I'm missing it. I'm missing it. I needed that rehab ain't work.
Shit, niggas jonesing.
Oh yeah, man. So we here with y'all. It's your boy Trick the cameraman. Don't trick the cameraman. Mr. Everyday is Friday. Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all know what it is. And I got the God in here with me.
You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Q. But please don't cue the music.
Shit like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
Again,
that.
Another episode of Kouch Potatoes. And we thank y'all for tuning in, man. So let's get into it,
She
man.
said she wants some Marvin Gaye. Some Luther Vandross. Don't cue the music. Don't cue the music.
Keep it calm, folks. Keep it calm.
How your week been though, man? You doing alright?
Alright, man. Yeah, man. Life been good, man. Nigga, life been good. Got some few job promotions. Few job offers and shit. So I mean, you know, everything's gonna up and up. Still trying to get this laundromat going. You know what I mean?
Shit like that.
Cause niggas can't work for the white man forever.
Type shit.
No disrespect to the white man, but I ain't working for you forever.
Yeah, but not.
But yeah,
working
man.
for the white man is not the way though. Shit, working for anybody that's not you is not the way for life.
You'll never be paid, no matter what job you at, no matter how much money you make. You can make $300K a year if you working for somebody else. You'll never make truly what you worth, man. So I encourage everybody to go into business for themselves, man. Everybody
Go ahead. Go get that shit, nigga. Go get that shit. Nigga gonna lose This nigga crazy, man. That's my brother. That's my dog.
man. Shit be happening.
But yeah, man. Some crazy shit that went on this week, though. I don't know how invested you is into this type of stuff, but
Shout out to
Pope
Vatican.
died.
Shout out to Vatican City.
Shout out to the Vatican. It's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Shout out to the Vatican City, man.
But yeah, the Pope died. That shit pain, man. You got any thoughts on that? Anything?
I mean, like, yo, it's crazy because, like, when I seen the next runners up, the constituents, I'm like, damn, they got nigga popes.
You just gotta be Catholic.
You just gotta be a nigga, I guess.
You gotta be a man and you gotta be Catholic.
I never knew
niggas.
niggas had a Japanese and a motherfucking black pope. I was like, wow. But what I will say is this though, I think like I never really understood, nigga, this word don't exist, but I made it up. It's the papacy. Alright? I never understood even how that shit even worked. Like how that shit even like how you even get elected. Like you know what I'm saying? So then I started looking into the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals. Them niggas actually choose.
And they gotta be 2/3
Yeah, but it's crazy because it's like, okay, so this is pretty much a governmental system where even the Pope, he's the Pope, but that nigga still got to go through other niggas to do. Oh, nigga, you just the president of the Romans, or I mean, president of the Catholics. Nigga, you ain't nobody.
Type shit. So yeah, I don't really got too much thoughts on it.
Pope Francis that died. That's what's there.
Yeah, the boy that opened up the
world.
Them doors. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As far as like he was like one of the first like the popes to really be like, man, I'm gonna do shit my way.
Nah, I'm talking about them like it's some type of doors. I forgot what it was to. It was to some like
chaplain shit.
They
closed off.
Been open in years, hundreds of years, and he opened them.
That nigga said, "Fuck it, I'm doing what I want when I want."
Yeah, I'm on my way out anyway. Let's open up this Pandora's box.
Fuck it, you better be lucky that nigga ain't decided to tell him the secrets that really be going on.
Yeah.
Some shit be happening.
All
them exorcist movies that niggas be seeing, them shits come from somewhere.
That's a fact.
And why everybody
Somebody
Catholic?
gave them an idea.
And why they always Catholic? That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying about that shit. So, but like I said, the Pope shit dying is really crazy. But you know, what I mean, we black, we ain't Catholic. I don't know too much about that shit. It ain't like T.D. Jakes died. We gotta shut the world down. T.D. Jakes died.
Not after the allegations.
Hey, accusations. That nigga ain't been found guilty.
That's why I said the allegations.
That nigga ain't been found guilty. Speaking of allegations, what's good with your uncle?
Come on.
Shannon.
Oh,
What's good with your uncle, man? Yeah, that boy.
Uncle Freak boy.
That nigga Uncle.
He devoted all this time to football. Well, shit, now he's no longer playing football, so
that nigga.
It's time to live like I'm living young and wild.
Hey man, listen to me, man. Don't listen to me because he's not gonna agree with what I'm about to say. He's not gonna agree.
We're gonna see.
Stop buying pussy.
Oh, I definitely agree with that. But I don't know why he thinks I don't agree with that.
I'll tell him why. He doesn't think that buying pussy domestic is worth it.
No. Buying domestic ass is not worth it at all. To buy some ass in a country that you live in, you wasting your fucking time. Feel me? Because
nigga, don't buy ass. Period.
If you in Brazil, Dominican Republic, Thailand, New Amsterdam, some place like that where like buying ass is damn near a custom of the way they living, that's you being in wrong. Feel me? When in wrong.
No.
But don't. Damn sure not in your hometown. If you buying ass in your hometown, you don't get no bitches. Straight like that.
All I'm gonna say is stop buying pussy, man. That shit ain't worth it. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for you. And the shit when you an athlete, and I'm talking to the niggas out there that's above us.
He's an ex-athlete. That nigga retired athlete.
I'm a retired athlete. And I really was like that too, so do your knowledge.
Rings. Hall of Fame.
I was really like that. But
top 5 tight end ever.
Like, so it just comes to a point where you're just like, come on, Shannon. Like, you done already made it. You're 54. Tracy Ellis Ross is single. Why you not hitting that?
She got I was about to say.
And she got them yucca motherfuckers.
What's the name of this single? Lisa Ray.
I'm not mistaken. And she says she only date rich niggas. Hello, you got 100 million, nigga.
And Lisa Ray is that thing.
Come on, Listen, I'm 28. I'm 28. I like older women, period. So I'm 28. God, she will not be 29 this year, July, right? I'm 28 years old. There's nothing that a young bitch could. What do I look like being 28 talking to a bitch that's 25? To a bitch that's right. I was telling niggas this. This is real shit. Like, I'm 28. There's no reason for me to be talking to a bitch that's like 21, 22. Because here's the thing, older niggas. Y'all be dating these bitches and then be trying to control them, and it's like let them kids be kids, nigga. Just because you know what you was doing, and the type of women was around when you was that age, and you afraid of this young little thing, and she's going. Trust me. Let her be a kid, bro. Don't try to let these kids be kids. You 50-some odd years old, 40-some years old, even 30-some years old. Ain't got no business talking to no 20-some odd year old person.
What if she stepped to him?
I'm talking about vice versa. This ain't even just Shannon. This is going on vice versa. Cause you know what happened? Niggas ridiculing Shannon, but they was just eating Tracy Ross ass the other day when she said pretty much the same shit. That she only prefers to talk younger niggas. So why are we harping and praising Tracy? But we ridiculing Shannon. Mm-hmm. Why are we making it acceptable for women to do it, but it's not for men? And then when you want to talk about equality, not even just that, but then when y'all want to start talking about
double standards,
you know what I'm saying? And then even more so getting into it even further, when you talk about men who've been molested by older women and it actually affected them because it's deemed as cool, that's what's supposed to happen. You looking at the situations like, well, never mind, them niggas. I was gonna say Omarion, but I don't know. But you're looking at situations where, again,
Kara shit got swept under.
I'm not gonna talk about. You can even talk about D'Angelo and Angie Stone. Got R.I.P. Angie Stone. She groomed him.
Rest in peace.
She was about 30-something odd years old with this 19, 20-some odd year old. She had no business with, you know what I mean, messing with that boy, and then to see how it affected him. We gotta have these same conversations about women like we do men.
Fact. That's definitely a fact.
You feel me? Like that shit is
not be saying that type of shit.
That shit not cool because it's just
women be trying to think that they could do what a nigga do, and that don't look good on you.
Shit, it don't even look good sometimes when niggas do it.
That's a fact. And that's something that they don't understand.
See, this podcast ain't a double standard podcast. We get on everybody's ass.
Oh yeah.
We get on everybody's ass.
Wrong is wrong. We are not gonna justify wrong at all.
We don't justify you doing it because you a man or you black or if you nigga wrong is wrong. You shouldn't have did that shit. You ain't got no business doing that shit. Stop doing that shit. All right. So if you doing some shit you ain't got no business, and everybody stop it right now. Stop that shit.
Full disclosure, you might see a nigga playing devil's advocate, but you will never see a nigga trying to justify wrong.
Wrong. That's a
for
fact.
Sure.
Niggas don't do that. And again, stop buying pussy. That's the devil advocate.
That's not my market. I don't buy pussy.
I don't care what country you in.
I don't
give a fuck what language they speak.
I don't pay to play.
No paying for the tater. They giving it up like hotcakes. You just gotta be the one.
That is true. That honestly is true. But if you don't want to jump through hoops and you out the country,
if you're a truck driver, fuck all the hoes you want.
They paying them lot lizards.
Yeah, but they ain't paying what they would try to charge us. Yeah, you're a truck driver. A bitch gonna talk about, oh, you want me to come over there? $800. Nigga, a truck driver be like, bitch, I got $50 for that. $100.
I'm gonna be on the road in an hour.
Bitch, you only gonna ride me from this stop to the next one anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, bitch, you actually, I mean, this is free. Bitches, what about this gas that getting ate up from this to the next state? Actually, that pussy is free. You hungry, bitch?
I got a burger for that.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit like that. But yo, some shit I want to get into in the show that we was talking about yesterday. The nigga Akon being a legend. Do you feel he's a legend? Is he not a legend? What you think about it, man?
Like I said, man, I definitely feel our generation, right? 28, we the same age. You know what I'm saying? We same year. Just a couple months apart.
The first year, we was born the year that started the second three-peat.
96.
Greatest draft class.
Greatest year ever.
Second three-peat. Space Jam drop. Reasonable Doubt drop.
I was born.
I mean, we was born.
Goats was born like.
Like 96 is
96
golden year.
That's the year.
Golden year. Nas was out.
I thought 1999 was baby. Nah, 96 was where it was at.
96 was the year.
All the goats was born then, man.
Yeah,
when I mean that, I mean me and Aja Wilson and Brody.
AI crossed Jordan that NBA season. All that shit.
All that shit.
All that shit. Kobe was drafted. I was gonna say he was in the All-Star weekend, but I don't think he was. I think that might be. I feel like it's a dunk contest.
Dunk contest. But yeah, Akon is a legend for sure, right? Now, when I'm talking about just legend, I'm talking about he is like, and honestly, I hate to say this shit.
Is he a legendary artist?
But it's true, for sure, 100% sure. There's no way you can't knock Akon.
I don't agree with legendary artist.
Like what he did for the rap game, like he was nice. Like as far as what was out at that time. Right, because of course, if we looking at what we rapped, we got rappers like Kendrick, we got Drake, we got the Akon and Flow Rider, niggas like that. Them niggas would have never been, the shit that they did, they would not be able to do now. No one's listening to that shit. But if you go to you ever been to a white person bar, white person club? What's the first thing?
I was about to say that
Akon,
the music they made, it would pop. Now it just would not be. And this is why it would pop. It would pop because of TikTok. It would not be popular with the black community.
And here's what I would say. If niggas consider Bow Wow a legend, then Akon is a legend.
I feel like I don't want to say that Akon is not a legend because I feel like Akon is a legend in the music industry. It's just that I don't think Akon is a legendary artist. Feel me? But he is a legend in the music industry because he like damn near put T-Pain on. Feel me? He got locked up with Styles P. Feel me? He got records. He put people on. He moved to the independent lane and still was prevailing. Feel me? He doing the shit that he doing in Africa. Yeah, feel me? So
that's when
I think he done made moves to make himself a legend, but those moves was not recorded music.
I feel you. So I think if you want to break it down like that, then yeah, he's definitely not a, you know what I mean, how you describe it. Yeah. But he's still like, when it comes to music, like, some legendary shit.
I'm telling you, bro, Nigga, Locked Up has been on a few soundtracks and all
type of movies.
Movie soundtracks.
Like, what you mean?
So that
nigga, that you was playing that shit when you got on punishment in the room. What you mean? You can't go
in the window.
I'm locked up, they won't let me out. SpongeBob, you Squidward head ass, nigga. Watching SpongeBob have fun head ass, nigga.
Looking through the screen at your homies. I can't come out there tonight, y'all.
Shaking your head like this. You ever had to go to the door and tell niggas face to face you can't even come outside? Nigga, I can't even step on his porch.
Exactly.
Nigga, the mailman has to hand me the mail.
And I can't even talk to y'all for too much longer because my mom would consider that outside.
It's time to get back in the crib.
I get back to my room. Not even in the house. It's just time to get back to my room.
I'm sorry. I fuck with niggas, but Mom Dukes ain't fucking with me. And I got a whooping. And I'm on punishment. All in the same day.
Exactly.
All because I ain't taking dishes out the sink. Like, that's before niggas had now grown up, before niggas was fancy enough to get the dish rack. Niggas just used one side of the sink for dirty dishes, one side of the was clean dishes. That was it, nigga. That was it. So, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you ain't taking the dishes out of the sink? The clean? Oh, alright. Damn.
Don't go outside.
Don't even think about going outside. That shit quiet.
Yo, speaking of, bro, I'm not going outside and being put on punishment. I was in the 2nd grade, right? I was put on punishment for not knowing what the word encourage means.
I remember that shit.
My dad was on some bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. My dad was on some bullshit when I was a kid, bro. 6 years old and I don't know what encourage means.
And his dad is really a funny kid, bro. Like, his dad is so funny. It's funny because, like, niggas really grew up together. That's why this shit's so funny. Like, when we was jits, his dad used to hate when niggas would come over and say nigga. He did not, he was not jacking that shit. Saying the N-word was not, what nigga, he was not saying that shit.
You had to do push-ups for saying
literally, that nigga would make you do 10 push-ups every time you said nigga. You said nigga 10 times, twice, 20 push-ups.
Yeah.
5, 50.
You could say nigga, sir, pay your 10, get up and be like, damn, niggas would be sore if I keep saying that and have to do it. Just drop right back down, Paul, and pay another 10.
Right, and it's so funny. Because now you see this nigga, he's saying nigga left and right. I'm about to make that nigga do push-ups. Yo, man,
every other sentence.
This nigga.
Every other. Actually, bro, it was more than 10. He was making niggas pay 20 push-ups for saying nigga. Reason why I remember that is because
niggas stop saying nigga. Niggas learn how to say other words. Like, yeah, these boys is tweaking.
The bro is wild.
Niggas start cussing. These motherfuckers is tripping. He ain't said good cuss, man. These motherfuckers is tripping. These motherfuckers is wild.
Shout out Senior though, cause he definitely helped up niggas' vocabulary.
He made you find synonyms, nigga.
For sure.
He made you learn what the word synonym was.
Niggas is gonna happen. But yo, I got
we punching.
Yeah.
Shit hitting.
Some shit I want to ask you, bro. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking this ever since I heard this. Like, I've loved it since I heard it, but I've been thinking this ever since I heard it.
All right, lay it on me, brother. No homo.
But where? That was crazy. That was crazy. Don't never say that again on this show. Again. Don't never say that. Where does I ain't gonna lie, we gotta pour up a shot for this because niggas probably gonna need a shot. Niggas gonna need a shot for this.
Yeah, I'm saying we ain't got no brand, so y'all never see what we drinking. Alright, we ain't got no deals, so niggas just know we drinking.
We getting lit, but
that's
we ain't got the sponsor, so.
I can pour your own troubles, I got you.
But yeah, why you pouring up though?
And remember that, you pour your own troubles, man. You pour your own drinking. You responsible for you. No drinking and driving. No, none of that shit, man. If you feel like you too lit to quit, call or Uber, man, before your ass be waking up at a Michael Jackson concert.
Whatever that means.
Nigga, where's Michael Jackson? You're gonna wake up front row at a Michael Jackson concert, nigga. Yo, it's gonna be...
some bullshit.
Nigga, where's Michael Jackson? That nigga's dead. You gonna wake up front row at that concert, you drink and drive like that, man. Don't drink and drive. That shit not cool, man. It's not worth it. I don't know what he was thinking. He thought the nigga was still living.
I wasn't.
That nigga has been gone for about 15 years. No cap. That's no cap. That's how old he is. That's how old he is.
Close to it, for sure. I was a teenager when Mike died.
That niggas is about 30. Nigga, this my last year being 29. Or 20 in my 20s.
I just hit an unlit blunt on camera. I definitely need to.
Yeah, we definitely saw that. We definitely all just saw that. That shit was not lit. See what happens when you think Michael Jackson alive? This is what happens when you drink, folks. This is the effect of what I'm saying.
Nah.
But he's not driving, so it don't matter.
Shout out Mello, man.
Shout out Mello. Shout out Mello. That's all we gonna say. We can't say too much about it. All we gotta say is shout out Mello, cause we ain't got no sponsors. So if the shit hit, man, shout out Mello. Shout out 7 p.m. in Brooklyn.
Crazy thing
it's
is,
your boys from the Kouch Potatoes.
Yeah, I forgot to do it, but I was gonna say we ain't official yet, but we got a fake sponsor for this episode. That was kind of short.
I would have said that shit. We're not official tissue. We're not official tissue, man. But show it, man. We're not official tissue.
Man.
We're not official tissue, but you wonder what niggas is toting on.
The official ad gonna be earlier, but man, we got that Stay Mellow, man. Shout out to Mellow. Bow!
Oh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get that shit together.
We decide, man. We gonna show y'all later.
Yeah,
man. Y'all gonna see that shit.
Stay mellow, right, man. That's stay fucking mellow. But yeah, man, we'll go back to your question.
Yeah.
Man.
Where in the world does the term "I'm in there like swimwear" come from?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I love that term. I love that expression.
It's either two answers. Some white man either said that shit. Cause white people got some great sayings. Like them niggas, man, a rat's ass.
Fuck around and find out.
What? I don't give a ham. It's crazy.
What? No, I don't give a ham is ass. But I don't give a rat's ass. It's crazy.
I don't give a rat's ass is funny. Cause what the fuck is a rat's ass got to do with this? Like, what is the fuck? So in there, swim there came like that, or it came from some old ass, pimp ass black nigga who was talking about a young freak bitch. I'm in there like swim with. If you ask me, because that's the only place I get. Oh, unless niggas talk about freak niggas. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm in there like swimwear. Boom. A saying was created.
Yeah, it had to be a song, because, like I said, I love that expression, bro. I say that shit. I slowed down a little bit, but I used to say that shit whenever I could.
You know, I got my own sayings. I got some sayings.
Throw them on. Just one.
Y'all gonna hear it as the podcast come on, man. I got some shit for y'all asking, man. Niggas is naturally funny, but
alright, well, fuck it, man. That last segment is going like yesterday.
You know what I'm saying?
That's one of them. That's one of them, right?
Niggas going like yesterday, man.
That last segment is going like yesterday. We on to our next topic.
Niggas going like yesterday, man. Shit be wicked.
Yeah, man, though. All jokes aside, though. We was watching that Lakers game last night. Them boys did what they were supposed to do. It was looking scary for them niggas because game 1 was very scary.
Game 1 was looking pandemonious if you was a Lakers fan and player. Right? We've already said this. We've already said going into the playoffs that the Lakers' biggest problem was going to be size. No homo. We already said that. They don't have an actual 5. Listen, I really think Jackson Hayes is a good player. He's in the NBA. He's a really good player. However, you're not winning a title with Jackson Hayes being your starting 5. Because you can get past Rudy Gobert, because Rudy's ass. You can get by the Gobert show when you've got Luka, Bron, and all those great guys. All right, cool, fine. God forbid you run into a yoke.
Or even a Zubac.
And even exactly, in the Zubac.
Yeah, somebody that's
some athlete's gonna get boards. He's not even trying to. He don't even fuck about scoring.
Well, really, just playing the paint. That's what he's doing.
He's another Steven Adams. Shout out Steven Adams. He had 14 or like 12 or 14 rebounds off the fucking bench. He didn't even start. Mm-hmm. How do you let a nigga come off the pine to get 14 boards? So when I'm a Lakers fan, as a Lakers fan, because I'm a Bron fan. And I'm a fan of basketball, right? Like I enjoy the game of basketball. So for me, when I'm looking at this shit, like at the 5 for the Lakers, I would have signed a guy like Hassan Whiteside because it's not about whether he can score. I just think about it. He plays in the same pro league. Oh. He plays in the G League.
Okay.
So
they got C-Dub, but he injured.
Yeah, he's done for the season. And I like C-Wood, but I wouldn't. He still wouldn't be my 5. He'd be at the 4. I would put him at the stretch 4. They got Maxi Kleber, but Maxi Kleber's really not a 5. He's really a 4.
They don't. Yes. Oh yeah, they got him in the trade.
He's hurt.
He's hurt. In the trade, right?
He's hurt. He has a foot injury. He had a foot injury when they traded for him, but that was okay. But when he comes back, I'll say this: if and when Kleber comes back and they decide to play Kleber, he'll change. He's gonna change the dynamic of that offense because that stretch 4 position. I was about to say, yeah. That stretch 4 position is gonna be different because Rui can play, but you really start Rui for defense. Can he score? Yes. Is that really his game? No. We watched him last night build up a house. Lots of bricks. Lots of bricks.
That nigga definitely put a new chimney on some shit.
Santa's coming to town for somebody. Shout out to Rui. And Austin Reeves. We're not going to let Reeves slide neither. Shot a lot of bad threes.
Well, no.
He had wide open.
He had good looks. He was just missing.
Building chimneys.
That's all it was.
Him and Rui was on the same roof.
He put a new chimney on the crib. Chimney on somebody's pad. That's all he did. But
that's
last night though. The game was good last night. Some crazy shit that happened in the game is that nigga Julius Randle called for Mike Finch to challenge 2 plays. Then they're like
back to back,
2 possessions in a row, and they both got overturned.
They were both very successful. So third quarter,
it was the charge first.
So third quarter, about 3 minutes and 4 left. There was a Luka foul. The score was about LA had 75, Minnesota had about 56 or so. So again, that happened at like 3 minutes and 4 seconds in the third quarter. This is the third quarter. This was the first foul that was clearly and should have been on Julius. Overturned. That shit got overturned. Literally at 2:48, so not even a whole minute has passed. We're talking about maybe 40 seconds has passed. They get another foul where he elbows Jared Vanderbilt clearly in the stroke.
Oh, that was the elbow?
Well, no, actually, it was the block. It was the block.
Yeah,
he caught the block off the glass and they called it a foul. They overturned that. Back to back. It didn't result in anything, obviously, at the end because they still lost. But it was just crazy because it actually started to build momentum. But when
they had a lot of momentum.
But to go back to the elbow, nigga elbowed the nigga Jared Vanderbilt in his throat. Like, no harm. And they called a blocking foul.
Yeah, they called a blocking foul of that. That was some bullshit right there.
So how, like, what is really going on in there? Like, what is a foul and what is at this point? Like, what is a foul and what's not?
Yeah.
We have to get to that understanding because something is obviously going wrong here. What the fuck is going on? Something has to. We got to draw the lines where this shit is acceptable and where it's not.
Nah, that's a fact though. Something too about the game. I'm not gonna say that he was like super locking up. He's the next Avery Bradley or no shit like that. But it was partially because Brody was really just missing. But Luka was kind of containing Ant for the stigma on him that he had no defense. He held Ant to what, like 25. He had less than 30. So
here's the thing though. That's the one adjustment that they made at the end of game 1. That's why they were able to make that run. They realized, hold on, you throw that bigger body at Ant, it's a little harder
for him to get around.
Because at the end of the day, like I told you last night when we watched the game, that's Baby Yoke. We talk about Yoke, like they're both slow as hell, but
they're solid.
Yeah, and Luka is obviously faster and more agile than Jokic. You know what I'm saying? So when you have a person like Jokic who can give you 25, 30, get you 10, 15 rebounds, and then get you 10, 15 assists, at the point,
it's somebody doing damn near the same
Same thing, you know what I'm saying? It just adds
they like to say that Sengun is Baby Jokic though. How you feel about that?
I don't think that Sengun is Baby Jokic. I think Sengun is more Baby Marc Gasol.
Nah.
He can rebound, he can pass, and he can score. All of those three things
Jokic.
that Gasol was doing that before Jokic got there. Marc Gasol, Paul Gasol, those are two. He could even be a baby Paul.
Are you saying that because you don't think Sengun gonna like pan out to be a Joker?
That's the point. I think it's like I like what he does.
He would never end up having a 60-point triple.
Never.
That's what
I like what he does, but when I look at Sengun, like I said, he reminds me of the Gasol brothers. Just a normal. Think about it. Before we even seen a yoke, the greatest passing centers that we were talking about at the time were who? Wow. The Gasol brothers, Mark or Powell, however you wanted to put them. People had Powell being a better passer. That's fine. I had Mark being the better defender. You know what I mean? So it gives one
the reason why Powell was like a better passer though, because he was in a triangle. He was in a triangle. That's the reason why. Passing is a part of this offense. Like we're not giving.
But he was also really good at it at the 5 though.
Yeah, that's a fact though. His bounce pass was on point.
And his no look behind the back pass was codeine.
Powell is that nigga for sure.
I fuck with Powell.
He's that Spaniard.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm glad him and his brother both retired with rings. He retired with more, but they both retired with rings.
Where Mark won that?
The Raptors. He was on the
Raptors squad with Kawhi?
Yep. Okay. That nigga was drunk as fuck at the parade.
Damn,
that nigga
Mark was on the team.
Yeah, him and Serge Ibaka, if I'm not mistaken. I think Serge ended up getting him one.
Wasn't OG still on the team too, right?
Nah, OG don't have it. I think OG wasn't even in the league. 2019?
He started on the Raptors. He was on the Raptors.
OG and Anunoby wasn't on the Raptors for their ring, though. I'll tell you that for sure.
He played for the Raptors, the Pacers, and the Knicks. He was on the Pacers for like one season, if I'm not mistaken. Look it up. Yeah,
I'm about to. I'll tell you this right now. That nigga doesn't have any rings. Not that that's not what it says, but I'm telling you now, he doesn't have a ring.
That first picture right there was the Raptors. I was about to say that, but that picture was the Raptors. Yeah. OG was on that team.
I didn't even know OG got a ring. Shout out that nigga. 2018. Well, fuck it. I guess shout out my bad. That's basketball knowledge you got to be up on, and that's okay with being wrong.
Hey, everybody in this bitch got an iPhone. We can look it up.
Look that
shout out myself, Speeds.
You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, I still, when I'm looking at these playoffs, I like what I see out of Clippers in Denver. I love that series, actually. I really love that series.
Yeah, Clippers and Denver.
I think Clippers and Denver, that's the most evenest series that we've seen so far. And also, I think the other series that's really good, that's actually even matched to some degree, is that Rockets and Warriors series. The only problem with the Rockets, the only problem the last game when I watched, I don't know if you watched the Rockets game, but when I watched the Rockets game, the only problem that they had, outside of turning the ball over, they had a stretch where just nobody could score. Like, just nobody could buy a bucket.
They don't got a go-to bucket.
They don't have and Jabari Smith was balling, but he wasn't doing enough. Jalen Green, he only had like 7 points. So, like, when you have that, this is where like we were talking about last week on the podcast.
When we look at
those, I hate it. I put him on my partner and he fried my shit.
He could really get 30. He can get 30,
but he also can get 12.
And that's what I was about to say. He'd go out and get 4 nights in a row.
And
then have 27.
The problem that I hate about, the problem that's so funny about this, right, is like we were talking about last week. When I told you, when I was saying, I said, there's two guys who are going to make a real good impact. If they team up, it'll be great. If they don't even eat, whatever. But if you get Trae Young to the Rockets and KD, they're going to the finals.
Trae Young? Why KD just don't go to the Hawks?
Because I'm pretty sure I think
they got Jalen.
I think Trae wants to be out of it.
What's the name?
I think Trae wants to. Back. Trae's ready to.
Jalen about to come back.
The organization and I feel like is ready to go in a different direction with it. Trae might stay if you can lure KD there. I think obviously Trae will stay, but I think if the opportunity to leave and go team up somewhere else, like I said to you last week, I'm watching the Rockets. I'm like, yo, they get fuck Trae. If the Rockets just get KD, they just need a scorer. They just need somebody to go get him a bucket. Just go get a bucket.
Somebody that.
Hell, they could even go get Bradley Beal.
Trae Young pass it to him. Bradley Beal not going nowhere.
Yeah, he's too locked in. But KD is.
Bradley Beal not going nowhere because you only gonna be able to send Bradley Beal to a place he wants to go because he got no trade clause. Oh, yeah, he got that no trade clause. So
I forgot about that.
Yeah, like if they propose Charlotte and he don't want to go there at all, which is a place he probably don't want to go, he's not gonna go there. They propose the Knicks and he don't want to go there, even though it might be a good spot. But he see how Tibbs is dogging niggas.
Niggas gotta play 200 minutes again. You're gonna have to start and run.
Nah, I ain't fucking with that. Feel me? Like it's gonna have to be something that he feels is the perfect situation or something that he'll be comfortable in, or a place like I don't mind living there for him to go there.
I told niggas, you know who's the sickest niggas out of all of this niggas that's not even in the playoff? You know who the whackness I'm talking about? I know this nigga is salty. Nigga just eating a whole bag of plain Lays. Klay Thompson. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Why you think that?
I'm gonna tell you why Klay is this nigga out here. LeBron called Klay and he even had conversations with Klay. They were coming to LA to come to the Lakers. You obviously live in LA. Dude. Well, you live in California. I don't want to say LA because you live in Oakland, but
dude.
Come to
you come to LA.
Come to LA, bro. You, AD. Woo. His dad, you know, your dad, everybody, you know what I'm saying, would have been the perfect for him. That nigga said, nah, I want to play with Luka. Goes to Dallas. Luka goes out there.
He would have ended up moving with Luka anyway.
You're at home.
Nah,
all you had to do was just sign to LA. Luka comes. We get, definitely. No. Luka brings his ass to LA. Now we have Luka, Reeves, Klay, Bron, and who gives a fuck? And literally, who gives a fuck? Like, nigga, who gives a fuck?
Nigga score so much.
Put Jerry Vanderbilt at the 5. Put the forward at the 5. Like, put JV at the 5. Fuck it. Nigga, you could go easily.
Klay feel like he on the Warriors again.
You easily could go just straight up Luka, Reeves, Klay, Bron, Jerry Vanderbilt, Jackson Hayes.
Yeah, I was gonna say keep Jackson Hayes there. Cause
so now you have that, right? Nigga, this series would be 2-0. This series would be
because it'll be even though Klay be getting a lot of open shots now, he'd be missing, but the shots would just be like way more free.
Way more free.
Bron would have already had him carefree at this time. Like Klay, man,
just shoot.
Forward Klay, man. He would that nigga Bron to do a crazy ass move. Do this to Klay. He'd do a crazy ass move in practice. I could do that too, nigga.
Type shit, like you get that, and that's like I said. I think Klay is the sickest nigga out of all. I mean, yeah. Luka was crying and shit was a weird trade, but again, think about Klay. All you had to do was just sign to the Lakers, and your problems would have been resolved. Everything you would have wanted to do would have been done. Everything you wanted to do is done. It's done. It's done, my nigga. Like, you play for the Lakers. Y'all in the playoff. Y'all up 2-0 against the Timberwolves. They would be up 2-0 against the Timberwolves. That shit that happened the last game wouldn't happen.
Nah, yeah. The first game won.
Game one wouldn't happen. Game one wouldn't happen. Well, yeah, game one wouldn't happen. They'd be up 2-0. They were sweeping these niggas. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we know that them niggas at the 5, you know, is they lacking at the 5. But what difference does it make when you got Bron, you got Klay, and you got Luka?
Exactly. Shit like that.
But then I look at the series like tonight, like, okay, we got tonight basketball on, man. We got some great games on. We got some great games on. So at 7 o'clock, the first game that come on is the Magic versus the Celtics.
That was a good segue. So let me pause. Let's see what the fuck's going on. Alright, the game's tonight though.
So
Under game tonight. Y'all play tonight, if I'm not mistaken. No, Boston played tonight.
Yeah, we played yesterday. Man.
Yeah, y'all played yesterday. I know you want to talk about that.
No, yeah, we can sweat. That's right. Get the brooms ready. Harry Potter, these niggas.
Magic versus Celtics is the first game. What's your prediction?
I got Magic on this game. There's no Jason Tatum.
No Tatum?
No Tatum, yeah, his wrist, he's not playing. So we just got Jaylen Brown, and Jaylen Brown is not the guy we think he is.
I'm happy you said that on film. I'm very happy that you said that on film.
Until we get to the finals. Because my guy Jaylen Brown was turning the fuck up when it's finals time. Sorry. No. The time they lost, he was hooping. Who wasn't? Tatum. You know what I'm saying? What? Andrew Wiggins had Tatum in hell. Stop that. Tatum ain't even know how to play basketball no more. Shout out to the Canadian Mamba. That nigga was hooping. Sorry, just kidding. That's they call RJ Barrett that shit, and he's ass.
Still looking though.
That's why the Knicks got rid of that bum ass nigga.
Shout out my son A. Wiggins. That nigga guarding Tatum. Tatum was like, "Where did he go, George? Where did he go?" That nigga didn't even know how to play ball no more. Fuck out of here. That nigga was gone like yesterday. Man, but
when it came time to win the finals, it came time to really do it how it need to be done and broke it down how it need to be broke. JB came through for the niggas.
So like I say, the white boys really carry them niggas until it's time to play for real.
Cause that's what I was about to say.
Shout out to Peyton Pritchard.
Last time Tatum was out and it was only JB as the star. Two bench players.
White boys went for 40.
Went for 40 each. Went for 40 each. So we gonna see what's up. We gonna see what's up.
Hey.
We gonna see what's up.
Pop.
So
we got them. Then we got the Cavs versus the motherfucking.
Oh no, wait! I get my prediction on the Magic game. I still got the Celtics, even though Tatum out. I still got the Celtics.
Yeah, it's not happening. But then we got them bum ass.
All the nigga gotta do is hit the three.
Like I told niggas.
TD doing.
Yeah, that shit. Like I told niggas before, and I'm gonna keep telling y'all, man, the Heat are ass, and the Cavs are about to sweep these niggas. Get the broom right.
Nah, I got the Cavs tonight too.
Yeah, the Cavs, bro. Who is Tyler Herro guarding? Let's be serious. Darius Garland? That's great. Who's guarding Donovan Mitchell? Davian Mitchell?
His little brother. All jokes aside,
they're not related.
They not related
at all.
They not related. I thought that was his little brother.
No, they're not related.
It's not his little brother.
No,
it's not his cousin. Don't know.
Niggas don't even know each other. Niggas don't know each other.
No lie. When I was watching I seen Davion Mitchell one day. I said, "Damn, that nigga don't even look like Donovan Mitchell."
Not at all. Niggas ain't related, not a name. Niggas ain't fraternal twins. Niggas ain't twins. Niggas just so happen to have the same letter to start the first name.
Right.
You got Davion and Donovan.
That's crazy though. You was damn sure thought they was related.
But
they have no equalizer friend. They traded their equalizer.
JB.
So yeah, I got the Cavs.
And I like what JB is doing out there in the Warriors. The Warriors and Rockets play tonight. I got the Warriors sweeping these little niggas, but it's gonna be interesting. Like you see the first game, right? The Warriors obviously won, but it wasn't by like 40. The niggas actually had to play. It was a close game. Yeah. Only thing is you can't have Fred VanVleet shooting 1 for 18. Like you can't have
I ain't gonna say
1 for 18. He was like 3 for 18 or some shit like that from the 3. You can't have shit like that. He's getting wide open threes and he just can't. Nigga can't throw the ball in the ocean.
Yeah.
So like
they got the clamp guard. Then they got the clank guy.
That nigga out there, you know what I'm saying? That nigga out there building communities. So
he done put a new chimney on the whole subdivision.
On the word. Like that nigga done built the house. So it just get to the point where you gotta just be like, okay, enough's enough. And we gotta get to that point. And I think the Rockets, they're one player away. Whether it may be a Trae Young, whether it may be a KD.
The Rockets.
KD to the Rockets finals.
I was about to say I would like KD
What's the conference
just because you don't want to bring Trae Young there and then it creates static with Jalen Green just because he's the ball dominant person right now. Feel me? So you don't want like
Trae Young is free with the ball though. He likes to pass. He just has to pass too.
Yeah, but Trae Young like to get assists though, and if a nigga
he likes to pass.
If he pass the ball to a nigga and he starts getting in his bag, no assist. Feel me? Like, all right, what are you fucking my stats? I'm trying to get this bread still. Feel me? I gotta I'm trying to make it to the All-Star game.
I think Trae Young should go to Orlando.
Trae
Trae Young to Orlando would make the perfect sense. Save your bread. You get some. You're gonna get your. It's Florida, tax-free state.
Trae Young to Orlando is a
Trae Young
good move, though,
Trae
they need to
Trae
get
Young and Paolo
off the pill. They need to get him off the pill for sure.
So if you can get Trae, your whole the way teams would automatically listen. Orlando Magic. This is not a motherfucking sponsor, but if you listening somehow, if this reach a nigga that even listen to this, I don't care if you got kids and they hear this podcast. If you're listening, try to get Trae Young this offseason. It's going to change a lot for you. And especially because he's a free agent, if I'm not mistaken. You might not have to give up nobody if he's a free agent. He can just sign. It's Florida. It's a tax-free state. He might try to go to Miami, but they're not ready. Miami's not that team. Even if they get Trae Young, their asses are still going to go home. Because it's just Trae Young and Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo, and you can't shoot threes.
They still got
Yeah. That team is not winning the finals. Not even going to the finals. Get Trae Young, Orlando. Get Trae Young. If Trae Young goes to Orlando, you now have Cole Anthony, who's a great point guard as a backup. You got Jalen Suggs, and if I'm not mistaken, Kentucky's Caldwell Pope is down there. So you got shooters at the 1 and the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Boncaro is what, your 3 or your 4? You can mix that up. Huh? Well, your 3, because then you got the Wagner bro at the 4, and you got Carter as your 5. Then off your bench, obviously, you bring in those guys, and those guys are balling. KCP coming off, or Jalen Suggs coming off the bench. At this point, it would be Cole Anthony now coming off the pine, the other Wagner brother coming off the bench, and whoever. Do they still got Bismack Biyombo?
Yeah. Well, no.
No. Who's the backup 5?
No, they don't.
Well, then they got whoever for that spot. Who gives a fuck, right? But anyways, you got the Wagner Bros and you got Boncaro. You have that. That would be a great team for Trae to go to. And more importantly, listen, Trae, you get a lot of money. It's Florida. It's a tax-free. Hey, listen, man.
You get to keep the
money. You keep a lot of money. They sign you for a 4-year, $198 million deal. You're going to see a lot of it. You're going to see a lot of it. I don't know how much. Guaranteed. I don't know how that shit works. Sure. But I do know one thing. You're going to make a lot of more money playing in Florida than you would anywhere else. And that team is in the East and they ready. The Magic is ready. They might one of my sleeper teams just like up on the rise. They're a center away. They need a true five.
That's what I was gonna say. I wouldn't say a center, but I would say they more like the like how we was saying earlier about the Hawks. They like a real bucket away. Even though they got a bucket, well, no, they a point guard away.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying. Because Trae Young, like I said, they gotta get Bankero. They got to get him off the pill. Like,
he can't be bringing the ball up, then trying to set up the offense, then trying to get the ball back.
Yeah,
to score. You know what I'm saying? I can't
score and shit like that. They need somebody to set him up to score.
Per possession, he can't be touching the ball 4 and 5 times.
He got to once he get the ball, it's time for him to go. That's what it should be.
Or he's past it so he can go
to make the play.
Yeah,
to initiate the offense.
Yeah, he can't
initiate the offense, but initiate the next sequence. So
he can't be getting the rebound, dribbling up the court, passing to you, setting the play up, then coming down, getting the ball at the top of the paint. Face, you know what I'm saying? He's tired. He's tired the fuck out.
That's kind of not for nothing. That's almost like what happens with JuJu. JuJu at
Watkins,
USC. They
gotta stop using. I'm glad she going off next year and saying fuck these college, man. Do your thing, Ju.
They either need another go-to bucket or they need somebody to facilitate offense to combo guard with her. Because when I watched them in the conference tournament and in the dance, it seemed like everybody just waiting for her to make a play.
Yeah, that's all it is. Same with Cam Clark.
Got an open shot, they just passing the ball right to JuJu. Like they looking for JuJu rather than trying to look to make a play. And so like if that's like, I'm not saying Orlando is doing that, but like if it's somebody there to make plays for Orlando, then that opens up a whole new offense. Feel me? Like if they get a guard, I'm not saying that Trae Young would necessarily command the double team, but he can manipulate a pick and roll in that way to where like the big man might not drop every time. He might not go into a drop coverage or some shit like that. Like they a double on pick and roll because of how Trae Young
Yeah.
can operate
Yeah,
off the pick and roll.
that would be
type
cool.
shit. And then once they doubling off the pick and roll, that just opened up a whole new offense for Orlando that they haven't really seen
Before, and that's where that's like what we have with Penny with Shaq. It just creates a dynamic, like I said before, that just like you said, they just never seen before. So if you ask me, like I said to you before, and I'll keep saying to you, the conference finals, I don't give a fuck who it is. It's gonna simply be between the Cavs and the Celtics, right? I think the Bucks are gonna go home. Like, we got to think about the Bucks. They're down 2-0 against the fucking the Pacers. And when we talk about the Pacers have superstars. They have all stars. No one on that team is a superstar. Tyrese Halliburton is a great of a all-star, hell of a player, all-star. Danny Granger. Miles Turner. But Danny Granger was an all-star.
No, Halliburton is not Danny Granger.
No, they're both all-stars. You think Danny Granger was a superstar?
I didn't say that.
No, I'm asking you though. But I am asking you.
No, Danny Granger was not a superstar.
Oh, okay. No, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking.
Tyrese Halliburton is not Danny Granger.
No, not at all. They're not even the same player. Before you had Paul George, there was Danny Granger. Paul George got what he did because of DG. His game, I feel this personally. I think PG can play, no doubt. He can ball. But he learned how to really ball playing with Danny. Because Danny Granger, shout out DG. A lot of niggas forget Danny Granger was really like that. Like, I talk about all the time, like guys like Rudy Gay who could ball at the 3, but Danny Granger, before him, what y'all thought Paul George was, he was. And he was like that even in the playoffs. I'm gonna stick it up a notch. Now I'm really gonna ball. I was just playing before. That little 23, 24 season, that's cool. I'm about to average 28. We trying to get to then PG came. Then you got PG, Melo, and Bron, and everybody. Well, that shit was crazy growing up, bro. When you had Melo with the Knicks, and then this is after the Dallas Mavericks. Mark Cuban, you really dumb as hell for doing that dumbass shit as far as breaking up that championship team. You should have never, ever. You won a title. Jason Kidd, Sean Marion, Deshaun Stevenson, obviously Dirk. A lot of guys, and Tyson Chandler, who ended up winning Defensive Player of the Year that year. And then you let all of those guys go to New York, pretty much. You didn't retain nobody but Dirk. You didn't try to go back to back. You just got the title. Was like, all right, Dirk, go ahead and retire, son. And just said, Jason Kidd, do your thing. Like, if I was that nigga, I would have tried to retain that team.
Dirk was on his last legs, and it's like, fuck it, Dirk, man. You're about to leave. We're gonna get you one. I would have tried to retain that team. But how do you feel about the Bucks being down 2-0 to the Pacers?
That's the Pacers proving me wrong, to be honest. Truthfully, that's the Pacers proving me wrong because I thought Giannis could win against them.
Even without Dame.
I thought Giannis would be able to get it done. One thing though, I am gonna say about the Pacers, they doing what they supposed to be doing. They won at the house. Like they won at home. You ain't supposed to be letting nobody come to your house and whoop your ass. So they doing what they supposed to do.
Shout out Larry.
Whenever they get to Milwaukee, if this momentum that they got and this type of shit continues, then they'll be really, really exceeding my expectations. Because
if they sweep these niggas some way, somehow,
I didn't have them.
Giannis has to leave and go to Brooklyn immediately.
Yeah, I feel like Giannis is gone after this.
Why do you feel like that? Do you think so?
Yeah, because he said if we don't do the stuff that, basically he said if we ain't getting to the chip and within the next few years, I'm gonna be gone. And
where do you see him going? If Giannis leaves, and I want to ask you this because I heard a rumor of another superstar leaving, but I heard he had ties to LA.
If Giannis leave, I feel like
where do you see
him probably go to the Warriors, or he goes
to finals.
If he don't go to the Warriors, then he go to like.
He goes to the Warriors, they win the ring.
I feel like that's the only team that truly he'll really fit at, besides like
Memphis.
a rebuild team.
He can come to Memphis. Ja.
Is Ja gonna be willing to play off
He
the ball?
doesn't have to.
Is
have,
he gonna play
first
off the
of all,
ball?
Ja's not playing off. Nigga,
The
Giannis is
reason
playing
why-
off the ball.
But that's not Giannis' game.
It will
like,
be.
For Giannis to flourish, he gotta have the pill in his hand.
Giannis don't get the pill till he pass half court. Now that he has
But
Dame, I think
what's
people
that-
forget
When they got
What's-
Dame, bro, that shit worked out. Until Dame started having that blood pressure, Giannis and Dame, at first, it was tough. They started, Giannis said, oh, this is what I need to do. Bet. Then this is, and it started working. Dame was putting up 25, hitting 3 threes. Giannis was still putting up his usual 34, 7 and 12. You know what I mean? Like, he was still, it worked because Giannis was like, okay, I finally don't have to have the ball in my hands. I can actually dominate. This is really what I actually want to do, but I have to do that because other than Drew Holiday, I've never had an actual point guard.
They didn't make the finals.
What
That's
difference?
Giannis' goal.
But what
He
difference-
got Dame to make it to the finals. Right or wrong?
Oh shit! Giannis didn't
They-
get anybody.
Well,
The Bucks
he
got
said
Dame.
we need a superstar to make it to the final. We need another superstar to make it to the finals, or I'm gonna be gone.
They like it.
They got another superstar, Damian Lillard. They didn't make it to the finals. This is their second year. They almost missed the playoffs. Feel me? And it's a good chance they're not going to make it to the finals again.
Oh yeah, that damn shit.
Gianni is going to be gone. Like,
But where
this
does he
shit is
go?
over.
I think he goes to Memphis. No, I heard he
There
had
you
ties to Brooklyn.
You,
I heard
y'all going to hear all of his free agent takes, all his trade takes. We're gonna make a compilation. So, just like they got Lakers in 5, we're gonna have to send them to Memphis. Cause that nigga won everybody on his team.
Hey yo, man.
Go to the luxury tax. Fuck it.
Y'all want to live in a state with no taxes. I'm just saying, you want to live in a state that
we
you can
gonna
get all
pay
your
the
bread.
luxury tax. Fuck
You
it.
live in a state where you get all your bread. Like, you know how people talk about Florida, one of them states that don't.
Come to Tennessee. Tennessee is on the same shit Florida on, nigga. So we sign you for a $250 million deal, nigga. You gonna eat broccoli, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? You gonna be eating zebra for dinner, nigga.
Barbecue or
Nigga,
something
fuck is you talking about, nigga? You gonna be eating zebra soup, nigga. Platypus pussy. Nigga, fuck you gonna be talking about, nigga? Niggas gonna be eating crazy food, nigga. Raccoon baby nuts. I'm like, you find out that shit good for your eyes or something.
Crazy.
Shit good for your bladder or some shit. Man, so
Yeah.
we got 3 games tonight. My prediction tonight is
talk
this.
about the game.
I'm going.
Give him your final rapper.
I'm going.
And give him.
My final
Give him your
thought
final
on the
rap.
games, right? We got 3 of them.
Final thoughts on the last 3 games.
I'm going Celtics losing.
Yeah, okay, so you got the Magic's money line, Heat and Cavs. What you got?
Cavs winning that game.
Warriors Rockets. What you got?
Between the Warriors, Rockets, I don't know. It's different. I might go. Who's at home?
Rockets. Game 2.
Game 2. Rockets. Oh, number 2 seed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go.
You said you got the Warriors 4-0 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I was about to say, this shouldn't be too tough for you. Warriors, I mean, they got playoff Jimmy, so I definitely don't debate that. Man, I got, only pick I got different is the Celtics. I got Celtics winning. I got the Cavs winning. They just don't got enough. The Heat don't got enough firepower, it looks like. Andrew Wiggins got to wake up. That's not probably going to happen until the Cavs go to sleep when they go to Miami, go to King of Diamonds and shit like that before the game, night before the game and shit like that. Booby Trap, if that's still alive, when they doing shit like that before the game, then they gonna be lacking. So I got the Heat winning at least one at home for sure. Warriors and the Rockets, I got the Warriors simply just off experience. I really don't understand how the Rockets got to the number 2 seed in the West too. At that, they got a very young team. Guess they must. I didn't watch a lot of the regular season because I work at 9 to 5. But
we actually work.
yeah, so I don't know. They lost the first game at home though, so I got the Warriors again. Unless they understand it now. If the Rockets understand it now, then they could win this game. Maybe they might cover the spread if they the dog. Yeah, but other than that, before we get up out of there, man, we about to hit y'all with some knowledge. Do the knowledge, nigga.
Always gotta do the knowledge.
Do the knowledge.
You must do the knowledge. Man.
Shout out Onyx, man. Talk to him.
Man. Just to know, man, if you don't know your history, you bound to repeat it. Alright? Just remember. That's
Type shit. That's another one of the sayings.
So, that ass. You know what I'm saying? But shout out, we're going to do your black fact for the day. You know, we just hit y'all with one of these, man. Your boy, William Tucker. We want to shout out William motherfucking Tucker. Born in Jamestown, Virginia, 1624.
Okay, what
He was
did?
the first African-American to graduate from Harvard University.
Talk nice. Talk nice. Clap it up for that boy. Clap it up for that nigga, man.
In 1624,
James Tucker?
William Tucker.
William Tucker?
William Tucker.
William Tucker. My fault, Will.
And y'all know back in 2065 and 3089 and all that weird ass, 1875 and shit. You know they was beating on niggas back then in 1624. So shout out William Tucker. You know, out of the 13 colonies, you know, only 13 states apparently. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was the first.
You say he was from Virginia, right?
Yep, Wilmington, Virginia. Was the first African American to graduate from motherfucking Harvard University with a degree.
That's what's up, man.
You know what I'm saying? And he was a doctor. So shout out to the kid, man. That's tough. That's you know what I'm saying? That's tougher than a $2 steak.
Nigga, that shit gonna be well done in 48 seconds.
You better just put that bitch in the microwave.
Man, you need to cook that shit over the fire. Literally. Over
roast
the fire. Don't put it in the pan. Put it.
Just hold that shit over the flame. Turn that shit over 3 times. Put that shit on the plate. Cooked. But this is the Kouch Potatoes. We gonna have some merchandise soon, real soon, very soon, so that way you niggas can understand that this shit is a gift, not a luxury.
Yeah, man. You want to tell these people where they can catch you out on social media if you want some fans to tap in with you, tell you they fuck with you? Nah, don't hit them. Y'all know where y'all can find me at. The real TTCM on everything, man. Instagram and Twitter. It's your boy Trip the Cameraman. That's Q, but don't cue no music. No outro, but we out though.
Have at it.
Fat!
Bow!
Alright.
Great show.